Right, well, we don't need to hear this over and over again each time, do we? Audio all alright, or is it a little loud? Or is that just my headphones? That might be my headphones from when we were listening intently on Wednesday for audio cues with Witness. Yep, we're in Mahakam now. Now, had we figured out what we were doing with our deck? Because we can't do our combo anymore with because we no longer have Black Rayla, which is a little disappointing. Presumably we've just spoken to you. Well, you haven't got anything on you to activate, so I'm guessing so. Didn't we pick up a map as well we've got to keep an eye out for? So, a mine, there's a little cart bit there, tree and a hut. So, we need to keep an eye out for that. So, what have we got? Report. Call to arms. Neutrality means neglecting our bonds and ignoring our duties while we sit here fiddling our thumbs. Our lowland brethren are dying in pogrom and after pogrom. Towards the Mahakam sees arms and joins the Skoatal down with the home. Yeah. Well, so far we're picking up a reasonable amount of resources. We did just spend a load, though, didn't we, on... Is that fire? Was that the dragon? That's the dragon. Are we fighting a dragon? Really?
A pillar of smoke rose above the mountains, and a sooty aroma filled the air.
Fire,
Gabor said, then took a deep sniff.
Perhaps a bolt struck some barren trees?
No.
Meave said curtly.
I know that scent too well. All Edirn reeked of it. It's the smell of burning homes.
Hey, Solux!
The Lyrians quickened their gait. Soon they saw a town fully aflame, and a roaring, furious dragon above it.
That's your Keltimus?
Gascon asked, shielding his eyes from the sharp glare emanating from the city.
You were right. Perfectly harmless.
Dinna ken what's got his knickers in a bunch,
The dwarf said, grabbing his axe from his belt.
Queen, we got to make haste to the rescue.
Smother your fears, Sir Dwarf.
Ape proclaimed.
Of course, we've still got our noble warrior with us, haven't we?
Galloped headlong towards the burning city.
Follow me! Slay the Viper!
Of course we're going to fight a dragon.
Meave called out.
Have our men wet their cloaks.
It's still 12 o'clock, so I'm dropping in for a bit. Okay, no worries.
Will be reduced to smouldering plate.
Your Grace, they are but common soldiers. To fight a dragon.
I know, but we must help them, or at least try.
While Reynard went to pass on the order, Meave turned to Gabor.
This dragon.
Any
Has it
weaknesses?
any weakness?
Yeah, exactly.
Said the somber dwarf.
Except a fondness for raw meat.
Meave nodded and swallowed dryly. Despite the cold, she felt sweat pour down her scalp.
Things are going to get a lot warmer.
Stifling her fear, Meave gave the order to attack, and her soldiers rode into the flaming city. From up close, Keltimus looked even more terrifying. Though enormous, he moved with shocking agility, like a lizard scurrying over sand. With one
The smart
swing,
thing would have been to
snapped
walk
the
away at
necks
this
of three
point.
dwarves, then
But
by
then
separate
again, when have we ever been
power
smart?
blood. After that, he turned his attention to the Lyrians.
More of you.
He said, twisting his bloody roar into a horrifying
F for
snarl.
respects.
God.
Oh, and thank you for the biddies, noob. This is definitely going to be a puzzle type one. Special rules shortened. Before Meave arrived in Mahakam, she had only ever imagined dragons, fantasized about them based on worn engravings and troubadour tales. Now, would she not only see one in the flesh, she would attempt to slay it. The very thought paralyzed her with fear. How to wound a beast with scales harder than steel or defend against fire fiercer than that of the hottest furnace. Also, what did I miss in there? Guns don't kill people, technically, it's the bullets. Yeah. Guns don't kill people, bullets do. But the gun helps. You've not watched any of it. This is essentially the story mode for Gwent. So, all the battles are Gwent battles, but there's like a Diablo-esque kind of story and isometric wandering involved. Okay. Damage a unit by 10, that seems like a good idea. Boosting our allies, not so much. We're definitely going to keep Ike. We don't need the doggy, because as soon as we draw a gold card, we'll pull him out. We'll take the Wagenberg. Arbalest seems like a good idea. Drawing cards seems like a good idea as well. I'm guessing he's going to be immune to fire. So maybe we don't actually want the bombers. The Doggo card, it's a special card we picked up. It just gives us set up an extra point, but whenever we pull out one of our gold cards, it joins us on the battlefield anyway. So don't worry, Doggo is going to be coming along for the ride as well. I will take the Slingers then. We'll maybe dump the Horn. You know what we do want? We probably want the Blacksmith. And we get the Blacksmith. Okay, we'll leave it as that then.
Behind me! Stay together!
Every turn on turn start, spawn fire on the opponent's side. After 3 turns on turn start, move the opponent's side and damage all units there by 1. Okay, what shall we do? What shall we do? What shall we do? Let's put out the Wagenberg. And let's summon a random as well.
The chase is on!
Why am I not able to mark that as well? Okay. Also, greetings, Dude Game. How are things?
I've been killed a dragon. It has to be possible.
Put out the war wagon. It went well, did it? Did they let you? Oh, you can find out next week. Good, good, good. Well, hopefully things do go well.
The Grace, we're taking losses!
Doesn't matter. Oh, no, because it's not on this side. He's not.
Shite!
Every turn on turn start, force 2 adjacent units to duel this unit. After 3 turns, move to the enemy's melee. So what would be good here is if we had our spy card. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to withdraw this so we can get that effect again. Right, it's going to head back in a moment, so... Can I target it whilst it's on our lines? Possibly. Yes.
The vermin's diminished, but be wary!
Each blow it answers still with wrath and fury.
Every turn, on turn start, heal this unit by 10. Okay, we don't want that happening.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
I'm a war, sir.
The Grace, he's vulnerable. We must strike now.
Yep. Points of damage going out. Good. Let's summon to random. Okay, well, I don't think the stray bombers are actually going to do anything. It's...
Don't shake that. You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Can I fit another one on that side? I can't. So we'll move that so we can potentially throw out another Arbalist and do some damage. Well, he's up to 97 health now. Well, not health, but power. I guess we grab our blacksmith. And what shall we... Let's get the decoy. And we're going to decoy the... Probably the war wagon. He's up to 111 now, jeez. Okay.
Can't take it anymore.
Well, now we get to kill him. No, it doesn't matter, he's already dead. That's gone up to 125. We got an achievement for that as well. Probably something like Dragonslayer.
Many Lyrians perished, either to the dragon's all-consuming fire or to its flesh-rending claws.
But do we
Yet
get to
their
recruit
sacrifice was not in
dwarves,
vain.
though?
Together with the dwarves, they were able to grievously wound Keltulis, forcing him to flee. The howls of the wounded monster rang throughout the valley.
That's right, howl, you scurvy snake. Shouldn't they ever attacked us, eh? Damn fuel lizard.
Meave, that's Vavrenik, elder of the town and all the Ferences.
So we've got another dwarf on our
My
side.
regards and condolences.
Eh, tain't so bad. If nae for ye, wouldn't there be a stone left unrubbled? To be honest, when I caught wind some human queen come to Mahakam looking for aid, I said a crocus would sprout twixt my cheeks afore I'd vote aye on that. Gonna be a fear to look in my breeches after, but changed my mind. After what I saw today, what ye did for us, you've the support and undying gratitude of all Ferences.
Thank you. Faced with a Nilfgaardian peril, that means a great deal.
Forgive me for interrupting this tear-tugging scene of interracial reconciliation, but I can't hold back no longer. Vavrenik, double chase. What happened? Why'd Keltulis attack?
I ken as much as ye, meaning squat diddly. Just flew up, started spewing flames, half the town lit up in a flash.
Sheepshank. 300 years I've been a good neighbour.
What's done's done. Got to think about the future. The Drake's just taking a breather.
Yeah, we've got to go and finish him off.
before his
Yeah.
weekend form.
Meaning we haven't much time. He heals like an alchemist's pup. And the nearest guards are miles away. He'll be up flying again before they get here.
Aye, that's what I thought. Perhaps, Your Grace, you'd,
Help.
What? Jest you must.
I ken you're tired frae the fight, dinna want to risk casualties, etc.
They did a good job with the subtitles with the Scottish accent, didn't they?
Rubies. All belonging by right to Brother, of course. But if quibbling some wandered off, he'd nae notice.
That does alter the equation. Presumably... Well, one, we can use the cash to boost ourselves, but if we used to give it back to the king of all the dwarves, the big guy, maybe it would curry favour. I want to
admit
finish
does
off that
alter my
dragon.
calculations. Besides, the dragon was badly wounded.
Putting it featherly, blood poured out of him like a leaky bladder. Just needs a coup de grace.
Fine. I'll do the deed.
Ken did see the light.
Oh,
Are we going to get any dwarves on our side to help, though?
This lady's going to make your rump a regular crocus garden.
Aye, Queen's doing us a great service. One that'll profit us both.
So, where is Keltulus's lair?
North of here. It's a vast cavern. Ye canna miss it.
Meve bid farewell to Vavrenek and set out on her way. Did her way lead to the Dragon's Lair, you ask? Shh. Let's not spoil the surprise.
Ooh, okay, so the narrator's getting a little canny now. Right. Is there anything in this village? There's a pile of wood. We will have to go back and camp at some point. Well, I say go back. We're going to have to camp out at some point and check our cards and see if we can actually do any upgrades.
That stings. Got a blow on it a little.
Trista Borheed, and what do you get? A singed bahookie. Brown, red, gold. Every dragon's a right bastard. Wait! I'm coming with ye! Gonna
See?
beat that scaly bastard so hard he'll shoot fire out his arse!
One more recruit. It's not a massive amount, but still it's something. Can I get in that glowing door there? No. Oh, it was just inviting us to come along, wasn't it? Right, let's check the map. You are here. So that's going to be the Dragonslayer. So both of these paths go round. Oh, shit. I wanted to drag that way. Right. So ultimately, this is going to be the path, and we missed something over here. Okay, we're going to go back to find out what we missed. So we want all the loot possible before we camp, and then we'll see if we can make any card upgrades or what. Because even though we had Ike on side, he was getting more and more powerful, but it's not like we actually used him for attack, because we were trying to do direct damage, weren't we? How is it possible? Madness, pure madness, everything. Well, looks exactly the same. How am I supposed to remember? So many corridors, shafts, and chambers. I have to keep moving, and then what? I don't remember. Treasure, but what kind? So did we pick up a map or something? No. Alright, we'll go back to the village. Camp. See if there's anything we can possibly Oh, we could actually grab the shrine. We haven't used that. Yeah, let's grab the shrine. We didn't actually use it, so we'll take the morale boost from the shrine. Though, it being a... Is it classed as a story one? The puzzles aren't affected by morale, are they? But... everything else is. So if we're going to fight a dragon, let's have as much morale as we can. Let's go. Not quite make our way up to the cave. Just close enough so that we can see it. And then we'll camp. Yeah, that's the cave there. Don't want to touch it yet. Is there any other treasure on the other side of the peak? Oh, so can we actually talk to these ones? No, they haven't got a... They're not clickable, so probably not. Oh, there was a shrine here anyway. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can use that on the way back. Presuming... Yeah. Okay, so we will camp out. What upgrades can we do? So we've got a 1,800 and 16,000. Well, certainly not enough wood for any of this lot. We can upgrade the Strays of Spala. What does that do? Enables you to trade gold for wood or recruits, as well as wood for gold. Play a copy of this unit from your deck. Could be useful. So if we had a bunch of them, we could pull out a load of 12s. That could be helpful. Regimental drummer. Play the top unit from your deck. If it's a blitz unit, repeat this ability. Okay, so there's a lot of card draw here, potentially. The different allies played from hand or move to the other row. Move next to it and boost it by 3. You know what? I'm going to take these cards. Picket fence. Each unit gains 2 armor. Okay, we're going to need a lot of wood for that. Recruit crap up to 300. Okay, let's see what we can do with this new stuff. Right. So we've got Gabbo. Ike is just a strong card. It seems like he will be good in this next fight again. If we just need to play some strength. What did we just... grab? Okay, so... The drummer. Pathfinder, clear all row effects from your side. After 3 turns, on turn start, draw top card. Okay. We're certainly having more effects thrown at us. So you know what? I am going to recruit this one. The cavalry. Where was the cavalry? I say we actually have like 2 or 3 of these. And then the Pathfinder. This works with potentially After a different ally is played from a hand or moved to the other row, move next to it and boost. So we get this out early and then start playing a load of cards. He's going to keep boosting them. Okay. With that in mind, let's... Should we just clear the decks? Lose the medics. Let's just lose everything that's, like, not our gold cards. I'm going to lose Xavier for now. Okay, so we'll take the Grey Rider. We'll take the Cavalry. War Wagons worked for us. How does that differ from our other Arbalist? Damage a random enemy being by 2. On round 1 start, appear on the battlefield. Do I want to blitz? No. Let's take the Arbalists. The Arbalists have always worked well for us. We'll take the Wagenburg, yes. Pathfinder, because we are having more effects thrown at us. With all the trinkets we've got, we'll take the Blacksmith. I still think the bombers work well. Where is the... Okay, so we've got War Wagon, we've got the Wagenburg to go with it, don't we? Yes. Pathfinder, Arbalists. It's probably not going to work against the dragon. Let's take 2 field medics. Yeah, and if we're drawing more cards, okay. This is slightly over the minimum. But I want to see how this plays out. We're going more for card draw now than, like, fancy effects. Permanent resilience. Oh, this is because it's a trophy. I still like the Manticore Head. The Manticore Head's just... it's guaranteed damage. Reducing the cooldown could be useful, especially with loyalty. Okay, we'll try that. How is this going to fare against a dragon?
Keltalis' lair was indeed impossible to miss, as would stand to reason, for any space capable of containing a dragon must be enormous. The lair's maw, a black triangle cut out of a vast plain of snow, loomed from afar. Confirming the dragon's presence was the powerful odor emanating from it. One of
sulfur and brimstone.
And blood.
Well,
oh no,
then,
sulfur and blood,
Gaston
okay.
said,
ready to become a legendary Dragonslayer?
My father oft said, never should you count pelts till the hunt is through.
Meve said, dismounting her horse.
It's all the more true when you hunt dragons. He's wounded, yes, but one puff of flame, and we shall be not legends, but corpses. Leave all thoughts of foolhardy bravery behind.
the Lyrians crept across the dragon's threshold. They walked
Though he
single
looks
file,
like he's out for the count already.
watched by bats hanging from the ceiling. Keltalis lay curled up on a bed of diamonds and gold coins turned red from his blood. Seeing how he strained merely to lift his massive head, Meve knew the dragon no longer posed any threat.
Come to finish what your poison began?
Poison?
The monster croaked hoarsely.
Fine. Do it then.
Keltalis turned over, exposing his vulnerable underbelly, and waited calmly for the fatal blow.
What's poison? I'm intrigued. We'd probably get the dragon's head as a trophy, but finding out. Hey, Eli. I want to talk to the dragon.
Dropping her sword.
What poison?
I did, yeah. Well, Witcher 3 anyway. I've not played the others.
While squeezing his bleeding side in pain.
So they didn't tell you? Lousy munchkins.
Hey! Watch your tongue!
Gabor yelled.
Sides! I didn't ken anything about it.
Keltalis looked the Lyrians over mistrustfully with his snake-like eyes, then began to tell his tale. The caravan Meve had met on the road was different to the others. This time, Keltalis's meat had been pickled in a special brine, one spiked with poison. As the dragon lay curled up in pain,
That's dragon
errant
eggs.
dwarves entered his lair and smashed his eggs.
So if I understand correctly,
Meve interrupted.
you're female.
Correct. Same as you.
As if on command, all Lyrian eyes turned to Gabor.
Can you look at me? We didn't peek under his, its tail.
If I may,
Reynard interjected.
these revelations about Keltalis's sex are undeniably fascinating.
But they
I'm
don't
more curious
yeah.
why the Ferences stooped to such a dishonorable deed.
That's easy enough to guess.
Meve said.
They were afraid the dragon would soon demand more tribute to feed its young, so they decided to strike preemptively.
A wise and noble deed.
Ache cried.
Evil must always be nipped in the bud.
To the Ferences' misfortune, they delivered too small a dose of poison. Infuriated at the sight of the broken eggs, the dragon gathered its strength and flew to the nearest town. Meve saw for herself what happened then. And now it was up to her to decide how this story would end. The dragon had killed dozens, perhaps even hundreds, but had been provoked first by the dwarves' heartless cruelty. Did it thus deserve death or mercy?
It probably deserves mercy, but this would piss off the dwarves, or would it just piss off the one faction? And we can... What's going to be a better ally against the Blackclads? An army of dwarves or a dragon? Because that's basically what we're deciding here, isn't it? Because this would end the entire kind of Mahakam chapter, really. I would imagine, anyway. This would be the merciful... I mean, how long would it take to heal? Okay, this is the toughest decisions we've had in this. Because I can see value in both. But the dragon's not going to come in until the final fight there. Getting an army of dwarves. Getting an army of dwarves seems like the safer bet. This is the Hail Mary one, isn't it? Also, presuming I do this, we're going to lose Ike anyway.
I understand your pain,
Meve said.
but nothing can justify the massacre you wrought.
Nothing? And what would you have done in my place?
Snorted.
Poison is hard to find. You would prefer a Barrett 50 cal.
To Elder-in-Chief Hoog? They killed my children?
I'd have done the same.
The Queen replied, not hesitating a moment.
I'd have sought revenge, knowing what punishment I'd earn.
The monster looked Meve in the eyes a long while, then dropped its head.
I have no more strength to fight. I have no more reason to fight. Do as you see fit.
But do we leave still? That wasn't this is not leaving it as an option. The fact that it gives us a second chance at this makes me think it'd be really nice to have a dragon on our side, wouldn't it? No, I'm going to stick with my original plan. We'll keep Ike, and we'll probably get the
raised her sword
dragon,
high and
the
swept
dwarves
it
on the
down
side.
with enormous strength, cutting the scaled belly in twain. The monster bellowed out a long roar and writhed its tail, scattering diamonds everywhere. Then grew still. Keltalis, the last red dragon between the Great Sea and the Fiery Mountains, had breathed his last.
His?
There followed a strange silence. No one cheered. No one clapped. Only Ake whispered a prayer of thanks under his breath.
That was
Gascon said, the first to break the silence.
not terribly epic.
What'd you expect?
Gabor said, arms akimbo.
Fanfare and fireworks. The mountain to quake. He up and died. What else would he do?
He?
I am certain,
She?
Your Grace.
We're getting into very
endow this
sticky
moment
gender
with
issues here, aren't we?
appropriate splendor.
I'm sure they will,
The Queen said, sheathing her sword.
for they are liars.
Right.
The Queen told her soldiers to gather a part of the dragon's treasure. Small enough not to bring down the wrath of Bruverhoog,
Oh, so wait,
but large
we
enough
that's
to
not even
fully
on.
compensate the Lyrians' losses. And Meve gained the title of Dragonslayer, though she rarely made much mention of it.
Okay, well, we want to see what the trophy gives us. Every 3 turns on turn start, damage all enemies on the melee row by 2. But that's I mean, if we can stack the decks on the melee row. Also, that would help for when we've had fights against, like, palisades and things like that. We'll try this for a while. So I wonder, having the dragon's head with... No, it's only with the manticore head he works. Well, we'll just try it. And I'm pretty sure we can inform on the this set of dwarves to Bruverhoog. The exit out was on this side, wasn't it? Yeah. We are still looking for our potential treasure. Lanskuther lens, that makes an object appear more distant. Spud scope, a subterranean periscope used in potato cultivation. Double gaff, a 2-sided fork. Hyponyxily, snowshoes for horses. Can also be used as rackets. Cluck clucks, booties for chickens. I like that. A lamp deprived from fluorescent tubers. Okay. What have we got in this village?
Meave squinted, the better to see the scene. Several dozen dwarves had gathered on the cliff overlooking the chasm.
Well, they're about to drop
All
somebody off
turned
the
towards
cliff with a
ramp,
in a barrel.
at the peak of which stood a barrel.
What is that gathering about?
Asked the queen.
Have we a feast day?
Nay,
Answered Gabor grimly.
'tis an execution.
A hairy head peeked out of the barrel. The long, pointy nose and ears left no doubt that it belonged to a gnome. The first Meave had ever seen in her life.
Help! Save me!
The gnome yelled.
They aim to kill me! Cast me in the chasm!
Shut your maw!
Barked the dwarf standing next to him, who then shoved the gnome inside the barrel and covered it with a lid.
Your crimes! The sheer weight of them, hey! No lighter punishment is fitting!
The other gathered dwarves nodded approvingly.
What kind of
Two
crime
gripped the
could a
barrel,
gnome?
lay
It's
it on
going
its
to be
side, then
theft,
lifted it
isn't it, or
to cast
something?
in the chasm, paying the thumping from inside it no heed.
Can we at least find out what the crime was?
Meave leapt from her horse, and ignoring Gabor's objections, scrambled up the ramp.
Oi! You're not allowed! Hey, damn it! What do you think you're doing?
I think it's obvious. Preventing the execution.
Thanks be to the gods!
Whoa, wench, you've no such right. Judgment's been handed down. Sentencing's done.
Yes, and a cruel sentence it is. One that prompts me to wonder what the accused did to deserve it.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to know.
Better if they ask what he didn't do, the varmint. Arrived here with his peddler's wagon full of tricks and gadgets. Went from house to house, praised his rubbish to the high heavens, and what's it he sold us? Bombs that go off in your hand. Beard growth formula that makes your hair catch fire.
Okay, so
Music
snake
boxes for the
snake
keys.
oil
Once cracked, they
salesman.
never ploughing stop.
You needed but to loosen the screw in the back and...
Shut your maw, ye
So
roaster.
he's an inventor with
Doesn't
broken
matter all that.
trinkets.
Because we'd have forgiven it if he hadn't broken our sacred rules and hallowed customs. Which ones, if you don't mind me asking?
Enter the smithy, cap on his head, held nails between his teeth, and poured fruit syrup in his beer. Raspberry. Blech.
Just the once, and but a few drops.
You got nothing to explain your villainy, scoundrel. Not a thing. And that's not even the worst. Saved his highest crime for the end. He was in a mine, and he whistled.
Oh, aye, that's bad. Shouldn't have done that.
Aye, he did. Whistled. Through his teeth. And hummed in harmony, a long warble. We all heard it up and down the shaft, and our grand elders were clear. Death's the punishment. Death by barrel roll.
Little extreme, but this is dwarvish customs after all. We can afford to buy his freedom, yeah. Punishment is cruel and unusual, not commensurate of the crime. Can you recite the exact stricture he broke? Do what you must, your laws require.
Wait 1 minute. What exactly does the Four Dwarfs Codex say? Which stricture did he violate?
What did... How did... How's it a wench and a human one to boot know about the code?
This human wench has a head, and a capacious one. Well, have you an answer?
The code says thus. 'Tis a crime most grievous to whistle in a mine. Any dwarf committing the cock-up...
Any dwarf!
...placed in a barrel at once. Said barrel then to be rolled down a mountain.
Any dwarf committing it.
Dwarf. The situation's clear. If my senses do not deceive, the accused is a gnome.
Aye. But the code's not to be taken literal, like. It's to be interpreted. What the ancient elders had in their heads, why, that's got to be divined.
Nothing to be divined here. You got to be a dwarf to be a dwarf, not no bloody gnome.
So, am I, meaning I'm free to go?
Getting off on a technicality.
Perchance we ought to let the Elder-in-Chief rule on the matter.
Oh, aye. Oh, for we all ken how old Hoog loves being bothered with such things.
Ah, fine. Now get the hell out of that barrel and out of my sight, you hairy hamshanker.
My lady, I haven't a way to thank you.
Barnabas.
That we've yet to discuss. Perhaps first we should learn each other's names?
Aye, yes, of course. Oh, what a prat of me. Barnabas. Barnabas Beckenbauer. To friends, BB.
Meve. Queen of Lyria and Rivia.
The name BB sounds familiar from Witcher 3. Not that we met them, but it's somebody that's been referenced.
Queen. Cows in the corn, colour me honoured. Your Majesty, obeisance due.
None necessary. Protocols for use at court, not beyond it. An inventor, you deem yourself. Am I right?
Most assuredly. Though, truth be told, the dwarves saw no ingenuity in my craft. Seems I'm ahead of my time.
Fiery bursts in the palm of your hand. They shall be in fashion one day, to your mind.
Oh, nay, just a bit of misfortune, that's all that was. You see, I mistook mercury fulminate for saltpeter. The vials stood beside each other, see, and...
The details I need not know. But one matter I am curious about.
Can you make me explosives,
Could you
please?
construct a bomb that would explode when desired? For instance, beneath my foe's feet as they stepped over it.
That could be useful.
Of course I can. It's simple.
Why then? You wish to show your gratitude? You must join my ranks.
Him combined
Assist
with
me to
the
defeat
stray
Nilfgaard.
bombers would be interesting.
Defeat Nilfgaard. Pure ambition, that is. But I'd have been a barrel of broken bones at the bottom of a ravine, if not for you. I'll do what you ask to pay off my debt.
And
Right.
thus,
Well, we've got
for the
Barnabas
first
then.
time
So
in
it's another
Lyrian
gold
annals,
card.
A gnome enlisted with the army. And though Barnabas Beckenbauer was diminutive of body, this new recruit would prove his worth on more than one occasion.
We've got another achievement. Okay, let's have a look what Barnabas brings to the table. Where is he? He can create a trinket. Spawn one of 3 randomly chosen cards from a specific faction or from neutral cards unless otherwise specified. So he can spawn trinkets. Arrived here as peddler wagon, bombs that go off in your hand, beard growth, yeah. So, I mean, we have a lot of trinkets now. What was it, 1 of 3? Do we know? Spawn 1 of 3 randomly chosen cards from a specified faction or from neutral cards. Well, we'll bring him along just to see. We'll probably dump him out if we... Because, I mean, we're 2 cards over the minimum now. We want to try and keep the deck fairly skinny if we can afford to.
Well, a damn shame. What with such good visibility today, too. You change your mind last, let me know, eh? Got the barrel ready and waiting. Well, a damn shame. What with such good visibility today, too.
I doubt we're going to recruit any of those guys then. Alright, we've got a sign. Oh, talking about that. Oh no, we've still got the morale up. Okay. Well, we can go back and potentially... Because there was another shrine that we never used.
Crawl out for spring cleaning.
pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bite with him. Never, ever whistle in the mines. Now hold on.
Go on.
Pour you some hooch first. Makes for merrier marching when things get frosty.
Okay, we got some hooch, did we?
Remember, if you pass a snail
Okay, right.
en route to the mine, share a wee bite with him.
Right. What have we got around here? We've got a battle, we've got a point of interest, we've got a puzzle. We can go back to that shrine if we want. I mean, there is a mine down here. Probably not the one we're after for the treasure map we've got. But still. Let's go down this way.
A blizzard's blowing in. Your Grace, perhaps we'd best pitch camp and wait for clear weather.
Ain't a bad idea. Said we might be waiting a week.
Then we march on. We've no time to waste. While we ride to and fro begging aid, Nilfgaard grows in power. We must obtain reinforcements as quickly as possible and liberate our home.
Okay, right. It's just a fork tail, isn't it? Dwarves from Mahakam often keep their eyes trained skywards for two reasons. First, to watch for avalanches. Second, to ensure no hungry forktails or slizzards are swooping down for a quick bite. So it's a standard battle. So this gives us a chance to try out like new combinations. We're doing a lot of card draw now, and we're playing off trinkets. Also, the sun is blazing through. Okay, we've got Gabor with us, who can potentially give us trinkets. Let's lose the horn. We'll take the Wagenberg and the War Wagon, yes. Yes, we keep the Grey Rider, because as we spawn more people in, that will actually be useful here. That will draw us more cards. I might actually lose the bombers. I kind of like this. Maybe we take out one arbalist. No, we don't need the dog. Yes. That's actually great, because they're going to pull more cards to our side anyway. Yes. Right. Deathwish, spawn a harpy. Round start. Spawn a harpy egg on each side of this unit. After 4 turns on turn start, consume the lowest unit. Actually, we could just fire that off straight away.
Nothing personal, I assure you.
Okay, we got Gascon. Though it's not going to quite kill it. Though with my sword sweep, that would. Oh, perfect. We can kill everything with a 4. How was that for an opening hand? Well, let's draw some more cards.
I smell a leak.
Ah, we didn't get the burning. Okay. Let's put the Wagenberg out. Okay, do we have the Pathfinder with us? No, we've got the Grey.
Without hesitation.
I mean, the doggy will stay out. Actually, I'm going to stick with what we've got. We've got 42 to start off with. Let's see if How much can you get? This is just burning a lot of your cards to get the win there. Do I want to redraw anything? No! I'm actually quite happy with that lot. Okay, you burnt a lot that time. Let's... bring out the blacksmith.
Something from nothing. It's
Yes.
exactly what I do.
And again, we're going to take that swipe. Okay. Ooh. Our hand is overstuffed. No, I'm happy with this still. Let's use the medic early.
Tell me you jest.
This works.
You mad? Don't say that!
Doesn't matter, we have the Pathfinder.
Sod it all.
How much is that? That's not going to be enough to kill that, certainly. What do you have? Damage a unit by 10 if it was destroyed. Deal any remaining damage to another unit. That works for me.
You sure about that?
We'll go with the left hook. Spawn yet more harpies. So we kind of want to kill that, don't we? If we can. If we can kill that, then we can kill both harpies in one fell swoop with Meave's ability. This is overkill. I realise that. But this way, we get the bonus damage. Look at 5 cards from your deck, play 2. Okay, we're going to return Gabor. He's looking a little rough. If we put the war wagon out, is that going to be enough?
This could hurt.
Ike wouldn't be bad here. Ike's going to be our last card. Let's throw out Gabor.
Oh, could murder a pint.
Let's play... What trinket do we have in our deck? Yeah, Lyrian Horn. He's just creating a monster here, isn't he? Can I fit that? No, it's 8 on a...
For the Queen!
We'll do that. Because we can get another card in a minute when we use her ability. Okay, the Lacerate's not good.
Give me a time.
God save the Queen!
Ouch. Okay, if all you've got is Lacerates, we're going to put that out there. We can play our medic.
What do you want of me?
Oh, we got Gascon. Okay. Put him there and we can move these guys back. Get stronger. There you go. And our last card is worth 39 points. What have you got? Nothing!
The knight
there we go with a big finish.
Our codex commands it.
What's he doing? Deploy, damage an enemy by this enemy's... There we go. That's how you finish. Go on, can I get a bit closer, please? Why can I not? Thank you. Well, this wasn't the mine we were looking for, but we'll take a peek inside anyway. Treasure map for a morale down. Your Majesty, a she-dwarf hides in this mine. According to Gabba, her name is Stanka Moran. Renegade and thief sought by every clan. We could dispatch a few guards, but if we let her go, she's promised to show us where to find buried treasure of extraordinary value. It's alright, we can balance out the morale down. So there was a shrine up in this direction, wasn't there? So can we get up here? No. So we've got 2 treasure maps and no conceivable idea where they might take us. Right. There was another shrine around here somewhere. I suppose if we look at a map, it should tell us. So there's the shrine there. Yeah, I'll go grab that at the shrine. Also, what did the map look like again we just got? Big open place. Dwarven building of some sort. Nothing there. No. and it was up by the this direction. Yes. Okay. Back up to full morale. Again, Pillars of Eternity is one I want to play, but I haven't got the money to afford it, and that based on the reviews, it definitely it feels like one that would be worth getting. Is this Pillars 1 or 2 you're on about, Jew game? Because I mean, they're both highly rated, aren't they? Are we currently looking at all the sales? Pillars 1. I can't remember what exactly the... Always wait for the sale, yeah. Well, so is that... That's not the map. No. This architecture kind of looks a bit like Stanker's map. I don't think it's anything down here. We're doing an awful lot of backtracking, I know, but we have got signposts. We can fast travel back to where we were, probably. I would imagine so. Loch Muin? Possibly. I think, as I mentioned, I only ever played the briefest amount of Witcher 2. Okay, let's head back. Right. So there's 2 areas we need to keep an eye out for, but we don't know exactly where they may be. Though we are just walking into a blizzard. So were any of the announcements that were mentioned last night in the Game Awards, has that piqued anyone's interest? I think I posted on the Discord earlier. 2 of them I've already put in requests for, and it's 2 that have shown up on the new Epic store.
You must see this. With a grave mien, the soldier indicated a track in the snow. The hobnail boot print was all too familiar.
Nilfgaardians.
Upon Lyria's sandy tracks, and midst the ashes to which Edirn had been turned.
Nilfgaardian footmen.
Seethed Meave.
Marched through of late.
Interrupted Gascon.
A day, perhaps 2 days past.
I haven't actually watched any of the awards show yet. This is just a few of the kind of the mentions that were on Twitter and trailers and things like that for the new releases and that.
Scouts had learned a Nilfgaardian caravan with an armed escort had recently arrived in Mahakam. The invaders had brought with them chests brimming with gold and jewels, then exchanged these for the finest Mahakaman-forged swords and spears.
Okay, I thought they were trying to bribe the dwarves.
Gave me one of the coins the Blackclads had used for payment. Upon the coin's back, the Lyrian eagle.
They pay with gold from my vault.
The Queen said through gritted teeth.
For arms that will cut down my fighting men and subjects.
We might yet pursue and hunt them down,
said Reynard, a spark in his eye.
And make certain Ed Dahi never lays hands on those weapons.
You might, I can.
Piped up Gabor, who had been listening to their exchange.
But you might also recall, we Mahakamans are neutrals who assure all guests within our borders safety. True?
How did they get in, though, without a bag on their head?
But attack them a stone's throw from our gates, and you'll see Brewer's rage come out his ears as steam, and out his arse as fire.
We're trying to get the dwarves on our side, aren't we? We can potentially track them down later.
No war's outcome has been swayed by a few wagons of arms, no matter their quality.
Said the Queen, vaulting into her saddle.
Yet if we turn Bruver against us, I dare say we shall
We're
never
lost.
wrest our land from black-clad hands.
The Queen's men regretted her reluctance to attack, but none tried to dissuade her. They knew her too well.
Right. Any... It feels like there might be a hidden path this way. No. We're not going to get past that. No. Oh, hello. What's this? Remember, lads and lassies, wash your beard with a herbal rinse before and after every shift. If you pass a snail en route to the mine, share a wee bit bite with him. Hare dove or thrush crosses your path, stop where you are, and never ever whistle in a mine. Okay. Which way are we going? Okay, we've got a puzzle down here, which will potentially take us out of the storm, at least. Yeah, let's go and have a puzzle. I'm guessing there's potential treasure around here as well. Oh, it's a wraith. Our favourite. Though, as we got towards the end of Witcher 3, wraiths were not too much of a problem, were they? Yeah. The camera was opening up there as if it was about to walk us into an area. Go on then. This is going to be a puzzle one, so it's going to be a limited deck. Yeah, special rules, shortened battle, custom deck, yeah. While the human kingdoms are mere hundreds of years old, the chronicles of Mahakam stretch back millennia. Over its long history, the mountainous region has been home to many great discoveries, heroic deeds, and terrible crimes. The dwarves, however, preferred to keep silent about past conflicts, instead emphasizing brotherhood above all else. Yet the stain of shed blood on alabaster snow is difficult to truly forgive and forget. Its continued memory attracts beasts that thrive on injustice and suffering. Okay. So, how's this deck special? Right. Every turn on turn start, spawn 4 bar guests with 4 power. If there is a bar guest on the battlefield, gain immune. So we have to clear them all in order to kill, even attack him. Right, we've got Alchemists, set of units equal to the unit on its left. Destroy the lowest unit. Damage an enemy by 3. Whenever an ally is destroyed, gain 1 charge. Damage a unit by 4. If it was destroyed, repeat the ability. Okay, we can use its order to damage an enemy by 3, which would turn one of these into a 1. Then we can use the Alchemist to do... Conceivably, we're using this, this, and this to finish them off. Destroy lowest unit, destroy lowest unit, damage unit by 4. Okay. So, this is where we have to use maths again, isn't it? How can we... I guess we let this one fill out the entire row before we use this. And that's every Every turn start. Okay, it's going to do that every turn. Has no ability, so I don't think it's going to attack. I'm not sure. Well, we'll put this out because we don't have to use its ability straight away. Okay, he's putting it on that row as well. Right. If we set... Can we set this to 4 by using the Alchemist's ability? I think that means it's invulnerable, doesn't it? Yeah, it's immune, so it wouldn't work anyway. And you're just going to keep spawning more. We want this to kill it. We want to make this the lowest card. But it needs to be weak enough to do. So we need to get this to have a weak card next to it. So we can set the unit's power equal to the unit on its left. So, do we just take one swing at something like that? I don't want to pass, though. This feels odd, doing this. But I think this may...
asks, you've not seen me.
Give us a chance to... Like I said, I want him to have card up here. So we can use the epidemic. Do I use charge? I'm going to do that again, yeah.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
It's not putting it on the left. How the hell? Okay, how do we get him down then? I thought you were trying to stack onto that side as well. Okay, let's forfeit and restart. Well, immediately, this is a different setup. We don't want to use that, or that. Oh, sorry, or that. Because that's just going to get rid of the dogs. And we need to bulk it out with dogs so that we can take them out in one fell swoop. If that's possible. And then we use this to... So we need to kill all these before we can do that. But it's going to keep producing these regardless. The most we can do is... whenever ally is destroyed, gain a charge. Well, we're not going to get any additional charges, because no allies are going to get destroyed. I mean, the most direct damage we can do to him is 6, which would bring him down to 9, which is not going to put him in the realm of... I mean, we can do 9, and then we can do another 4 on top of that, so that gives us 13, which would put him as at a 2. Okay, so we can do that, and then we can destroy the weakest person there. Okay, so we were along the right tracks, I think. So we can... do our 4 points of damage, take him down to 11. Take him down to 9. Is it 9? We take him down to 8. Yeah, my maths is wrong here. So we can do 6, 10 points of damage. So he's still going to be on 5, which is not going to be enough. Okay, we can put up 1 point damage as well. If he's on his own, but he won't be on his own. Okay. How do we... I mean, we could kill all these and do 4 points of damage to him, but then he's on 11. He's going to spawn in a bunch more. All we can do is kill the doggies of 4. It's not knowing whether he's going to spawn on this side. I think the 2 charges of this are for the alchemists. We've got to kind of fill up the board. But we can't get him down to 4 to match all these, so we can get him with an epidemic. Let's see.
If anyone asks, you've not seen me.
And you're just going to place it on that side of you, aren't you?
been a mistake. I'm no mage.
There we go. Good. But now we've used both of these charges, so we haven't got what we need. I mean, we can kill all the dogs and do 4 points of damage. But it's not going to be enough.
He's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
Also, I got an achievement for something. Kill 9 enemies simultaneously. I thought if there's a Barghest on the battlefield, gain immune. There are no Barghests, so we should be able to get that attack. Ah, this will give us another charge. But I don't want to do that. Okay, we can't do this then. You're just going to spawn more. Okay, so it's not that way. This is the final finisher. Again, my brain is not in the right frame to deal with maths on this level. Because, I mean, if we play the epidemics, it's just going to kill those dogs. If we play the epidemic with the catapult on our side, does it kill... It destroys the lowest unit. So that would probably kill the catapult, wouldn't it? I mean, we've got 2 epidemics. Is that going to do anything for us? I mean, do 3 points of damage would take this down to a 1. Which means we can play an epidemic without risking the catapult dying. But then there's going to be a bunch of dogs out there. Let's try this first. And let's see if we can... Because we haven't got any cards on our side which are the lowest. No, we can't get an additional attack off like that. Yeah, well, this isn't going to work because we've blown our load. So we can't use the sapper to do 4 points of damage to him. So we need to get him on the table on his own in order to use an epidemic to finish him off. Because like I said, we can get multiple charges on this, but it's not gonna... I suppose in a sense... If we use the epidemic, because this is a 4 as well. We can get... No, because it's the weakest. Destroy the lowest unit, and that's always going to be the lowest. Unless we put this out here, and then we can actually make our card an 8. Okay, let's try that.
We'll get her done in no time.
Right. We can make...
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Is that an 8? We can play an epidemic. Destroy all those and that, get another charge. Let's see if this works. Get 3 charges. We can do that, that, that. In the turn. Ah, we've got to turn this into a 4 then, don't we? To get our final charges.
Greetings. What is it?
And that would give us our 2 charges. That's how we get our additional charges and finish him off. We figured it out! I am so smart. I am so smart. Right. And this certainly isn't the building we were looking for, because it's... I mean, it's buried in snow. It could be, actually. It is, because it's buried in snow. That's... Yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to bear that in mind. Congratulations, you've discovered regeneration. Okay, we've got to take a look at that, don't we? Celtius's regeneration? Oh, no, that's in Gwent, isn't it? I was going to say, oh, that would be great. No. That's within Gwent, not in Thronebreaker. I always forget about that. Those bonus cards are just within Gwent. So we're still looking for something that looks like that, but it could be buried in snow. Okay. Nothing hiding around here. Camera pans back to reveal something. I mean, we're in the shade there. Out into the snowstorm. Where are we on the map? Okay, so we can take a peek there, but then this is the next main quest bit. Okay. Right, before we do the main quest, I need to quickly go nip to the loo. All the coffee and the tea I've had this morning has worked its way through, so give me a moment. Okay, right, I can concentrate again now. I haven't got other things on my mind or my bladder. Right, can we poke our head up here? Can we actually see anything?
We shan't pass this way.
Oh, Reynard, whatever would we do without you?
Stating the obvious.
Cliff like lemmings, no doubt.
A fallacy that even persists within the world of The Witcher. Okay.
Neve squinted and gazed off into the distance. It seemed to her that hundreds of black patches covered the peaks on the horizon. Once she had ridden up closer, she realized these were the windows of homes carved out of solid rock.
Our pride this was,
sighed Gabor.
Burra's Rump. A city carved out of mountain rock. Hundreds of miles of tunnels, dozens of steelworks, smithies and forges. Now,
abandoned.
It's a vast lair to monsters. They ooze from underground, weave their nests, hatch their young, and when hunger hits them in the gut, they prowl down into the pass.
Neve stood at the entrance to the underground city. The monumental gate, cast in bronze, lay on the ground, folded multiple times as a scroll of paper. Out of blackened windows oozed a stench of rotting meat and mold. The Queen bent an ear.
How many monsters do we have to kill to actually get them on side?
A metallic scraping, a sound akin to chitinous scales rubbing against rock.
The soldiers await your order, Your Grace,
said Reynard quietly, as if he feared he would wake the beasts asleep in the caverns.
Do you recall my words as we fled Lyria?
Said Neve, turning to Reynard.
You swore you would retake your crown, even if you had to penetrate hell to do so.
Time to follow that oath.
The Queen inhaled deeply and stepped forward.
Into hell we
her
go.
Sword raised and prepared to strike.
These guys are annoying as well.
Moments later, it was swinging, fighting, as the
Let's face it,
tenants
but
of
is he
Burrow's
gonna
Mount came out to meet her.
gambol into us? Cannonball. Right. We're okay for morale at the moment. Also, special rules, shortened battle, okay. They're not custom deck, so we can use our own deck. Once upon a time, the Fuchs clan mined Burrow's Rump for iron ore. When the Rump's last veiny deposit was extracted, the dwarves, with their hallmark pragmatism, repurposed the spent shafts into living quarters. Little did they know that an innovative housing project would soon shelter an unanticipated class of tenants. So, what would work for us here? Okay, so they're going to spawn harpies. Okay, we'll see what he does. We don't need the dog, because we've got 2 gold cards. We've got 3 gold cards now. Let's lose that. We will keep the bombers. We'll lose the horn. They may throw effects at us. Probably not, though. I'm going to lose the Pathfinder for the War Wagon, yeah, because that works well with that, and then our Arbalist.
Oh, this stench is foul.
I'd like to make it known that us gnomes
Slizzard
don't run
nest.
so fast. You know, in case you were planning to skip out on the quick.
Right. Every 3 turns on turn start, spawn a Slizzard. Damage south by 10 whenever a Slizzard is destroyed. Okay, so we've got to destroy Slizzards. Spawn a Harpy. Okay. I'm gonna do the Grey Rider.
As you command.
Let's see what we can spawn.
Cursed traitors.
Not great. We'd need him out to actually get an effect.
You must sweat like a swine in that
And
jacket.
that doesn't help us either. It's not immune though. We can do damage to it directly. Okay.
Ah, damn it! They're hatching! Place is about to swarm with creepers!
Okay, we need to kill the Slizzards. So if we do the 10 damage to that with that, we will actually do a total of 15 damage to that. 10 damage. It receives 10 damage plus the 5 for being adjacent. But I'm going to take a big swing with the sword. So I'm actually going to set this up so we start doing like a greater combo of stuff. So that's getting stronger. Every turn on turn start.
Though I walk through the valley of darkness, I shall fear no evil.
Okay, Ike. Every turn on turn start, increase the counter by 1 and damage a random enemy by 2. Multiple this unit's counter by 3 and damage a unit by that amount. Okay, so ideally we want to kill it on a counter of 1. So we take less damage.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Not quite yet. Every turn on turn start, increase the counter by 1. Oh no! Okay, so yeah, we do want to do it quickly. Right. Okay, so we're going to use the lightning effect now. Somebody's going to take a whole bunch of damage. Oh no, poor doggy. Anyway, 4s. We've got a couple of 4s. We've got 3 2s. I mean, we can do 4 points of damage as long as this thing stays alive and doesn't take too much. I reckon we wheel out the Wagenberg and then hit one of the rows.
Can't take it.
8 points of damage. Right. I can take a swing at that and do another 10 points of damage to him, or I can try and take out all the harpies. Well, majority of the harpies, which we're going to do. Feels like a waste doing all that damage to him. Oh, actually.
Something from nothing?
Yes.
It's exactly what I do.
Yeah. More slizzards to take care of. What the hell's that? Transform all harpy eggs into harpies. Boost south by 3 for each one transformed. Okay. Well, ideally, we want to kill that to get another few points of damage on him.
Give me a time.
Brought yourself a beer mug, did you? What kind? Are we talking like proper German Stein that's like that tall, like 2 foot tall? Or is it like a proper tankard or what? I mean, we can do 10 points of damage with the left hook, can't we? Damage an enemy by 1. Consume the highest unit, graveyard. Set your charge amounts by its power. The thing that says Ned Kelly does it. Okay. Let's see if we can create some trinkets.
Not supposed to be any smoke.
Give a unit 10 armor. Redeploying feels like a good idea. Okay, what we're going to redeploy? We will redeploy the Wagenberg. I suppose we could do with giving it another charge. We will redeploy. I suppose we could redeploy the blacksmith to... No, we'd only be able to get another charge back. Let's... Let's take back the Wagenburg. Because at least then we can use its ability again. Throw out the Wagenburg. Oh, rock fiends. Okay, these destroy next to it, don't they? Death Wish. Damage all units on this road by 3. Okay. It's not your own. You got it as a present for somebody, did you? We need to kill the Slizzard. I'm not sure we're going to be able to. I mean, I can take a swing. Oh no, it is yours! Your own personal drinking cup, sorry. This works.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Arbalista, your command.
How many points am I going to be doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points at least. Hey, Hokey! How goes it? If I do that, and then do this. Haven't got a lot of space left, but I can maybe pull something out of the bag with our last 2 cards. We need to do 16 points of damage, which I can possibly do with Gabor.
For you, pal!
Left hook. We're going to redeploy Gabor and do another 10 points of damage. Oh, we don't even need that. We only need 1 point. Alright, well, we'll kill him this way then. And...
This way! Follow me!
Well, there's a lot of critters to deal with, and we took it right down to the wire. There's probably a more optimal way to play that.
She then ran her sword through its heart, finishing it. Yet so spent was she that she lacked the strength to pull her blade from between the plates of the chitinous armor.
The beast near took me.
Don't let me lose that sword. That's my favourite ability. Wolfsbane.
The Lyrians reached a vast hall that had once served the clans as their meeting room. The stone benches were covered in sticky slime and insectoid eggs, while bats of varying size hung from the crystal chandeliers. Gascon rummaged through old, weathered bones, surely hoping to find something of value. Gabor, in turn, was at a shut and locked door, grappling with it as if it were a deadly beast. The door finally gave way with a sigh, and the dwarf raised his arms in a triumphant gesture.
It's a storeroom. Should hold miners' tools aplenty,
he said, enthused.
Some barrels of alchemical brews in here too.
Explosives!
No sign of moisture. They haven't soaked through. All we've got to do is roll them out into the corridor and set a bit of fire to them. And woof! We'll have sealed the beasts off from the pass once and for all.
Meve treated the dwarves' instructions as hallowed. Soon after, the mountains trembled from a powerful explosion. Rubble came down and blocked the tunnels. They say the plumes of smoke escaping the window openings in the rock could be seen as far as Aldersburg.
Okay then, well. We cleared the place out. We're still looking for our last treasure map. Ooh, something hidden here. Yes, I will take another card piece, please. Do we actually have an indicator of card fragments? Tainted ale. We're missing several for that. This is certainly on the Mahakam one, so there's 3 more pieces of 2 cards, essentially. Somewhere around here. Now we've got a signpost.
Dark clouds hovered over the horizon, and a strong gale snapped.
We've been walking through a gale for ages now.
Gabor! Take us to the nearest settlement. We must seek shelter.
Soon, the Lyrians arrived in Stuhlkamp. The town square proved full of folk. Several dozen dwarves, laden with large sacks and satchels, stood about in smaller groups. When a thick snow began to fall, the dwarves cheered. Tears streamed down the cheeks of several, but Meve could not tell if they issued from some fortuitous occurrence, or if the strong wind had wrung moisture from their eyes.
What is it we witness? Why do they rejoice at a snowstorm?
Asked Meve, pulling her hood over her head.
Well, the Blizzard's good cause to postpone their expedition by another day.
Gabor responded.
See, they've been conscripted by drawn lots to be settlers. Found homes in a village in Blackbrook Vale. 7 expeditions have gone that way already. And none survived longer than a year. Valley's cursed. No 2 ways about it.
This is cursed. That is cursed. Okay.
Intrigued, Meve proceeded to speak with the settlers' leader. He confirmed Gabor's claim. He had buried many a previous colonist. All had been abnormally thin, pale, prematurely greyed, as if some wraith had drawn.
I was going to say, is there a wraith that's drawing life from them?
His tale, he gripped the Queen's hand firmly, and promising a generous reward, begged that she and her Lyrians accompany the expedition to Blackbrook Valley.
Tain't far. Mere few leagues north along the main road. Will make the march much easier to ken with the whole army, in case of any danger.
I know not how useful our swords can be against curses and spectres,
said Meave.
But leave you bereft and in need I will not. We shall march with you into Blackbrook Vale and see to it that you are safely arrived.
Well, it's along the way, isn't it?
Then we will march on.
The dwarf sped off to announce the good tidings to his settler brethren. By the time the blizzard had abated, they were ready to march.
Right. Give us some more clues as to where shit is. We've got a battle, we've got a point of interest, we've got a puzzle. That's the ultimate end. No, that's the ultimate end. We figured this was... Yeah, this is the other main quest. It was that and that as the two major points where monsters were coming out of, wasn't it? Okay. You got anything for us?
Take on challenges, risks even. But before you set out to do anything, buy yourself some proper insurance. Always
really?
Darkest for the dawn. Or when the last candle in the mine goes out. Waiting's painful. Forgetting's painful. But an arse dragged across cinders is the worst kind of suffering. Fall
Any
down
more?
7 times.
Just all words of wisdom, this.
Clobber the dunderhead who keeps shoving you. Always darkest for the dawn.
Okay, right.
When the last candle in the night.
More troops. Grab a bit more wood. Okay, so we saw what trinkets that guy gave us. I think we... Singed parchment. Gates barricaded, those blasted arsewipes from somewhere. Fire outside the windows, monsters everywhere, no way out. If anyone reads this, the Elder-in-Chief, he's got to be told. Okay, so I am going to dump the gnome. Takes us down to 26, 25. Anything we've used not been that effective. Let's lose a medic. Let's take it down to the minimum, 25 or 25. Also, what was Wolfsbane? Draw 2 units, set their power to 1. Do I get to choose what we draw? Because if we can draw out the foot soldiers again, and then as their order redeploy them, that would be great. We haven't used the Lyrian Horn much. Let's see how Wolfbane plays out. Oh, I see harpies. Is that the... what we were looking for? No, it's not quite how the map looks, is it? No, there needs to be a hut and a tree next to it.
Stay clear of Borrow's Rump. Unless you like shale Mars, that is.
We've already cleared it out, though.
It's a wee stranger every year. Scary to think where he'll be 100 from now. I'd cut my beard, but I haven't yet received written permission. Stay clear of Borrow's Rump.
I've already cleared it out.
You like shale Mars,
Right, let's go kill some harpies. Standard battle. Okay, we know this thing makes other harpies tougher. No. It turns all eggs into harpies, and then any egg harpies out there, it gets stronger. While passing a nearby cave, Meave's attention turned to the icicles hanging from the cavern's mouth. They seemed to pulsate eerily with soft light. The Queen told herself it was a mere reflection of the sun's rays, yet had she a witch's expertise at her disposal, she would know that the ice can be enchanted with stolen dreams, and such circumstances could mean but one thing: Solano harpy nests must be close by. Okay, so we've got 3 turns at this. Lose the doggy because we don't need him straight away. I'm not sure we need Gascon. Okay, we'll take the cavalry. We won't have the medic yet. Ike could be useful. We can keep him in our hand and just have him build up and up. Without the Wagenberg, is the war wagon as good? I mean, it works with this. Yeah, let's go with this.
Yes?
That's kind of ideal. That is very much ideal. Okay, right. So let's put out, I suppose, the war wagon then.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Okay, we've got the Wagenberg. And then we can move all these guys up and increase his armor. This works, this works. Well, immediately we've got 40 points. Damage a random enemy by 2. If it's under biting frost, damage it by 4. Repeat this ability whenever a snow wolf appears. Let's pump out the cavalry, or do we save them for the next turn? Let's just build up his armor. We'll take a pop at the wolf, maybe. No, I want to see if Wolfbane works. Do we get to choose? We don't. Okay, so it's Wolfbane is not that good. It just draws at random. Okay, right.
For the last!
7 points of damage. We'll end at that. Resilience, deploy, consume an ally, armor of 4. Okay, you're going to become a pain in the ass, aren't you? You know what? We're going to do... I don't want you sticking around. Oh, they passed already. I suppose he's sticking around with 2 points. I can make that work. Though, I'm going to take back you. And then we'll pass. That was worth waiting. The fire took him out. Well, we lost Gascon, unfortunately. Do I want to pick anybody else? No. I'm okay with this. I'm happy with what I've got. Stop beating on the doggy.
What do you want of me?
Could have been better, but oh well.
Take any more.
Let's throw out the wagon makes the most sense.
Can't take any more.
Because we've got one arch and we can do a reasonable amount of damage then. Okay, a lot of these bloody wolves, these need to start going.
I'm a wrong set.
No, I'll keep my ability. Who gave them a bear? Damage all units on enemy row by 2. If the row is under biting frost, damage by 4. Well, at least he's not thrown out biting frost, but we have got a way of countering that if we needed to. Let's toast the front row.
Watch your heads!
Assume a bronze enemy, 7 power or less. Okay. What can we
from nothing,
pull back?
It's exactly what I do.
Let's do that. Kill the wolf as well. Okay, well, immediately we can kill that bloody thing if we wanted to.
I fear not, for faith guides me.
Well, we have to wait a long time for be able to utilize killing all the harpies. Shit. I mean, we might get lucky. We might be able to find a redeployment, so we can redeploy Ike.
For you, pal, anything.
Actually, we will take from our deck. Oh, we played everything. I should have just gone with the brute damage. Oh well. It's alright, we can get rid of that frost.
Don't like this.
Okay, Arbalist, we can do some damage. What's our best bet here? Just killing something, probably. I mean, we're going to be able to do multiple hits next time.
Catch!
Oh, no, we're not. We've got to pass the turn now. Shit. Can you either destroy 32 points of power? No. Okay, the card draw deck is a little tougher to play. Normally because we're running out of space. So we may have to reconsider that. Oh ho ha! Stoyan, son of Arban, rumor has it those ploughing Barbagazi have come down from the mountains again, taking a few lads and to get rid of those scabby hairballs from good. But if they reach Fuchs territory, don't ye dare follow them. Are we supposed to be going this way? Where are we on the map? Okay, so this is to a dead end, so there's going to be something this way. Oh, just a treasure chest. Okay. Let's face it, it's just going to be a surround for the Avatar and Gwent, yeah. Is there more we could go kind of eastwards? Oh, it is down in eastwards, yeah, okay.
Neve had stopped and was removing packed ice from her mare's fetlocks when Gabor Zigrin approached. The dwarf squatted at the Queen's side, glanced about quickly, then started speaking in a barely audible whisper.
Your Majesty, I overheard some folk talking in the smithy. Birdies claim there's treasure, true riches, in the hills near Blackbrook Vale, south of here. Stowed away there. And nobody dares go looking for it on account of beasts that have made their lairs there. But you've got
well, Blackbrook Vale, we're having to go with the colonists anyway, aren't we?
The Queen brushed the snow from her knees and, raising a hand against the glaring sunlight, peered towards the mountains. Though tempted, she had doubts. to start, the rocky scree at their feet warned clearly of avalanches.
I shall think on it.
She answered, before vaulting into her saddle.
Blackbrook Vale holds many secrets and many treasures. Discover your head in the mountains. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha, unforgiving winters come. Fear no snow nor icy gale, fight the frost with mugs of ale. Hoo-ha, hoo-ha,
okay, that's all you've got.
Unforgiving winters come. Fear no snow nor icy gale, fight the frost with mugs of ale.
Okay, what have we got next? Right, we can go up to the puzzle, and then presumably this is to Blackbrooks. Did we peek in there? I don't think we did we? We will get the stash of goods. Also, Your Majesty, Gabor says this is our final refuge where we can rest and enjoy a warm meal before venturing into Blackbrook Vale. The soldiers are spent from climbing and need to sit a spell. Yeah, we'll spend 100 on good morale. Right. Did we explore this bit? No, we didn't. Another card piece. Right, we got Northern Wind. So we'll be able to freeze... If it's anything like the main Witcher game, we can use those grenades to probably freeze a row. And let's take a peek up here as well before we get started. In the Vale. Oh, we've got a puzzle. It looks like we're making Mahakam spirit. Gascon always had something to boast. That there are no other as handsome as he, that he had his talent for juggling, and the list goes on. Other soldiers simply rolled their eyes and ignored him. However, once during a stop at a brewery, Gascon proclaimed he could hold his ale better than any dwarf. This has crossed the line for Gabor Zingrid, who promptly pulled the mug from his saddlebag. Finish your gold ale before Gabor does. Special rules, shortened custom deck. Okay, so we've probably got to move across the board or something. I'm going to do it within a certain number of turns. Right. Gabor, every turn, at turn start, take 3 swigs of cold ale. He's got 22, we've got 25. So he has an advantage. Use 1 charge to take a swig of cold ale. If you took more swigs than you have Gorkas during your round, gain 1 Gorka. Okay. City Inspiration. On this turn, each charge used allows 2 swigs of ale instead of 1. Give each competitor 1 charge. Absorb an ally's charges. Then, after 1 turn on turn start, give them all back with an additional 2 charges. Okay. Right. We can take a drink. That would give us a 1 back. Are we supposed to just, like, almost get as many charges as possible so we can just down it all? Okay, how many charges would this generate? That doubles it. So this gives... Though he's going to take 3 swigs. So... give them all back with an additional 2. We need to make 32 charges, do we? So this is gonna... Well, we know we're doubling. After one turn start, give them back. So we can... It will take them away, but it will give us 2. So does that double as well? It doesn't. It just takes everything away, but gives us 2, an additional 2. So we could... That's the max, yeah. So we could take away, we come back with 3. We take away, we come back with 5. He can take 3 swigs, so we'll let him take his 3 swigs. I think we need to go for the big combo, don't we? So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we can double it to 18, which is not going to be enough. We'll try this first. So we're not gaining 1 each turn. Oh, we gain 1 each turn as well, do we? It looks like we might gain 1 each turn as well. Okay, we're up to 7. We can go... Do we double now? That gives us 14 charges. This takes us down to 11. No, it still wouldn't be enough. So I'm going to go Splish Splash. Though he's going to finish it before we get there, isn't he? How much do we need? We need... How? What? Why did it go... It went down. Excuse me. How did that work? That was up to 8. So I can't, like, store a massive amount. Okay, well, we've got to restart because we're simply not going to be able to do it now. Is it... would we have gone into double digits and we're not allowed double digits? Is that what it was? I mean, can we use it? No, we can't use it on the other side. So... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're not allowed to end up with double digits. So we were able to do one splish splash, weren't we? No! Okay. So the most we can get up to is 7, and then we can probably double it in a turn. Unless we do these, because it's only on the turn. Okay, let's try this a different way. No. Why are we going backwards? Give each competitor 1 charge. So it's not adding 2, it just resets, does it? Okay, let's try starting off with a splish splash. Yeah, it resets back. So this is just for the round. So let's try and get as high as we can with these, and then we'll use the Sudsy Inspiration and then see what we can do with what's left with the splish splashes. And this gives us 14 now. Should do. No. No, we're not allowed double digits, are we? So the most we can get up to is... Yeah, we're not allowed double digits. That's basically it. So I can't do it as a massive combo. Just build up as much as possible and then just neck the entire thing. So the most I would be able to do is to get it to 4 and double to 8. Oh no, it just disappears, so each charge stays there. It just doesn't indicate on it. So we can get up to the 7. We deploy that, and then it says 7 on the card, but we're essentially taking 14 sips. It always seems to be the puzzle ones we have the most trouble with, isn't it? Which one? The tonics? The tonics, we see here, the tonic, absorb an ally's charges, then after 1 turn, on turn start, give them all back with 2 charges. With an additional 2. I think it's just taking the ones we had and just sticking 2 on top. The first card is double. Yeah, on this turn, each charge used allows 2 swigs. So, theoretically, we play this one now. Still says 7, but we should knock that down to 11 by... Yeah. Give Gascon 1 charge for every 2 Gorkas. Okay, so we can take a few drinks and gain a bunch of extra charges. Okay, so we still need to use the doubling effect towards the end, probably. So should we just start getting Gorkas? Right, we've got additional charges now. If I start giving myself more... Take 6 sips, we'll take it down to 15. But we'll get another one of these guys. I say we double this now. Get this down to 9. With the additional charges as well. Do that. Going down to the wire, and we've got our 6 charges there. Okay. I'm not sure whether we just, like, stumbled into the answer there. We've got Mahakam Ale now.
Impossible. I can't believe it. Gascon, he drank a dwarf under the table.
I've said it before, I think, dear Reynard. You simply underestimate him.
Anything else around here? No. Right. Well, we're going into the past then now, aren't we? We'll talk to you though.
In Blackbrook Vale, you're advised to never stop or stray from the road. Follow the Four Dwarves Codex. It'll save your life. In Blackbrook Vale, you're advised to never stop or stray from the road.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're probably going to end up straying from the road.
What is this place?
Blackbrook Vale.
Quite lovely.
Aye, and damned dangerous. Keep your arms at the ready.
Well, we're going to be fighting a troll again. I was going to say, is this going to give us anything? Now entering Blackbrook Vale. Do not touch anything. Do not stray from the path. Do not spit on from the terrace. Always watch for monsters. Well, we're definitely going off the path. And because that troll's a puzzle one, I've got a feeling it's going to be a friendly troll and we're just going to be having like a war of words with him or something. So is it ultimately east or south we're going? That goes to a cave. We ultimately need to go south, so yeah, let's go via the troll. Also, there's something at this monument. We, the dwarves of the 3rd Blackbrook Vale Expedition, have erected this obelisk as proof of our efforts to those who follow in our footsteps. If we do not return, drink to our health and remember our names. Hoo-hoo-ha! Right. What do you got for us? Okay, it looks like a mean troll. Mahakam engineers were puzzled why the mighty frost bridge had fallen to the ruin. Perhaps an ice flow was to blame, or stiff, frigid gale from Mount Carbon. An earthquake, perhaps. No, these were not the cause. The true culprit stood 10 feet tall with thin skin and exceptionally hostile temperament. Move all units except the bridge troll to the other side of the battlefield. Do not let anyone die. Okay, yet another puzzle which we're probably going to get stumped by. Right, move all units except the bridge troll to the other side of the battlefield. Do not let anyone die. On turn, every turn on turn start, damage 3 units on the right by 3, 2, 1 in order. Let a unit cross the bridge. Move a unit 1 place to the right. Force the unit to move past the troll. Well, immediately we're going to have to move him out of the way. No, because he does 3, 2, 1. He's still going to be dead. Okay. So we're going to have to use the command. 3, 2, 1. Okay, yeah. We need to use your charge to move somebody. And then we're going to have to swap these guys around. Well, you need to move. So, if we move any of these, we're still stuffed. Swapping these around is not going to help. Moving one of these is not going to help. Everyone has to survive. Okay, it does have a charge. I mean, we can actually use your order to move you back. Is that even possible? If we move you straight away. And then move... 3, 2, 1. That's going to leave you with 3, 3, 4, 3, 3, 5. So if we swap... what's it? Move 1 unit to the right. Use a charge. Let one guy pass. No, still not going to work. So we can only move one. But we were closer there. Do we use this one's ability to move backwards? And what did we do? We moved these guys around. We'll use your charge then to move him. We can use that to move... No. We'll move you to the right. You can survive. No, that still doesn't work for us because we can only move one of these with that. One of these with that. And he's now dead again. I do think we need to move the other one back. That's our first move. We... maybe move him? Right, we can use a charge. We use the charge on the pikeman. No, we're still stuffed here. So what do we need after the first attack? We need somebody with 4 health in that spot. So you need to stay. You need to move back. Yeah, we need somebody in the third spot to have 4 health, so they can survive another charge. So we want to swap these guys around. So he's going to still survive another attack. And then we want to move... So we're going to be 3 health, 4 health. 4 health. So do we move the pikes? So we're moving him on the second turn. You reckon the 5 needs to be in the first position, and then we move him straight away after the attack. So it's going to be 3, 4, 4 next time. So he's going to have to either move by a charge or one of these. After that, then it's going to be 1, 1, 3. So we'd have to move one of these with either the charge or one of this. Or we could swap. No, that still wouldn't work. No, it would. Wouldn't it? I still think we remove the pikemen. And then these are the guys, the last ones to move with a charge. Or something like that. So we will use... a swap. I suppose I can store the charges. Can't I? I don't have to move them. No, the order is let a unit cross. I don't know whether the charges store up. So we're going to be 1, 1, 2. So both of these would have to move. One, 2, 3. So again, we'd have to still move all 3 then. I just want to see if multiple charges store. No, they don't. So we do have to move somebody with the troll's charge each time. Right, you're moving back. So you said, reckon we swap these guys around. And So that will leave us with 2, 4, 5. Which we can then rotate those. So we'll have... What did I say? 2, 4, 5. And then it'd be 5, 4, 4. So we'd be able to probably swap those guys. No, because we'd have to use one of the swap cards. If I lose the alchemist in this turn, right. Well, you need to go. I mean, they're all going to be able to take the hit, so... Do we shift somebody? One, 3, 2... Swap those two around, it'd be 1, 1, 4. So yeah, we want to swap these two. Oh, that was the wrong button. That was the wrong card. Can I undo, please? Can I go back? Yeah. I was wanting to swap them around. Not have him retreat. Right, you're getting out of the way. And then, who did we got rid of? We got rid of the alchemist first time, didn't we? We're giving you a pass. And then we were gonna move him. We're going to use a charge, his charge, yeah. It's normally we've had to use every single card in the puzzle, but that time... That one additional switch was just throwing off my calculations. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. Yeah, we could go north, couldn't we, for a hidden? Well, not so much hidden. We'll lose 20 men, 2,500 gold, and 800 wood for a card. Oh no, we gain. Okay, well we do want wood. Milady, dwarven bodies litter the cave. Dozens with no visible wounds. Seems that they sought shelter. They carried their belongings with them. Items that may be of use to us. Mind you, of the 3 scouts sent, only 1 has returned. We now know what killed the others. They simply collapsed as if paralyzed. Oh, and we got another part of our beer. Okay. Right, there's a shrine around here. Well, I guess we just can carrying on then. I think... Oh, yeah, there was something hidden in the corner. It's always worth exploring, isn't it? And we are still keeping our eye out for a mine shaft to like the right-hand side of the screen with a shed next to it, which could possibly be our digging spot. Lads and lasses, if you're reading this, it means the next group of settlers have arrived. May ye have more luck than we, the 5th expedition. 40 dwarves strong, just a month pass, and we're now only 3. Oberon, Prodan, and Sava. Plowing mystery what killed the rest. Found them one morn in their beds, just dead, stiff as boards. Expect soon we'll share the same fate. I can just feel it in my bones. Anyhow, we tucked away what's left of our valuables in a grotto east of here. No longer any use to us, but mayhap it's just what you're looking for. Okay, some treasure to the... What did they say? East? In a grotto. Well, that's ultimately the direction we're supposed to go, across the bridge there. Your Majesty, the cemetery is the final resting place of the dwarven settlers from all 7 expeditions to Brookvale. The first are centuries old, while the others are only a year. No doubt there will be precious tributes buried with the bodies. We could order the soldiers to recover them all, but I warn my lady that they won't like it one bit. Dwarves have earned their eternal rest. We shall leave them with their own tribute. We don't need the morale boost. Do we want the cash? Cash and wood, and then we can replace the morale. We can replace morale. There are shrines nearby. We've not used, so... before we attack wraiths, let's find one of those shrines. Up here. Okay, I can't go there, even though it looks like we could. That was the map, wasn't it? We are there. Oh no, it's across from the bridge there. Yep. My mistake. Doubling back. Yep, let's go and touch some ancient boobies. There you go. High morale once more. So we get our bonus damage when we go fight this wraith here, though I've got a feeling, is this a puzzle one? No, it's classed as a battle. So we will use our morale on this. And we're getting close to our usual cut-off time, so this might be the last battle of today. Standard battle, dusted with snow, an abandoned cart stood in the middle of the road, 2 feet protruding from the back. What had happened here? A murder? An ambush? Maeve didn't have to wait long to learn the truth, for in a moment she heard a damned howling behind her. Okay. What have we had to deal with with wraiths in the past? We need to move Wolfsbane out. That's actually useless. It doesn't really work for us. We'll lose Gascon. We'll have 2 sets of war wagons with the Wagenburg. That works. We will save the cavalry for the next round. I'll keep a blacksmith on hand. And we'll maybe leave that for the next hand. Yeah, Narblist, that works. What do you do? For 3 turns... every 4 turns on turn start, haunt the highest non-haunted enemy. Move it to the other row. Every turn on turn start, damage all haunted enemy units by 1. Every turn, every 4 turns. Well, we're going to move you anyway. And we get a cavalry. Which is kind of works. For 3 turns, on turn start, haunt and damage an enemy by 1. On the first turn, deploy for 3 turns on turn start. Well, nothing's haunted. So does this mean it's going to haunt every single one each turn? Increase damage by 1 for each following turn. As long as we can get the haunted people out of the way. Okay, well, I'm going to put my Grey Rider out here.
Naturally. At once.
Now you're haunting him. Okay. So you're doing 1 damage each turn to him. Though he's going to get progressively stronger anyway. So that doesn't really matter.
I fear not, for faith guides me.
That's unfortunate. We're not doing massive ding of damage.
John.
Haunt an enemy by 5 for 5 turns. Whenever it takes damage, boosts self by the amount damaged. So is that damage to the shield though? Or is that just general damage? I think we start burning some stuff. You know what? I'm going to pass now. No, actually, I'm going to take back my Wagenburg. What do I want to keep? It's either Wagenburg, Ike, or the Grey Fury. The Wagenburg, probably. Because it's the lowest, so we're not going to lose as many points. Keep the dog out there. Okay. We're passing. I'm okay with all that. So, where's my Wagenburg gone? Right, we're going all out now.
Got any pickles? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
How are you? Decrease a unit's power by 33. If it's haunted, halve its power instead. You're also resilient. Well, let's try and get rid of the ghost.
One bolt.
So what do these do? Whenever haunt timer expires, spawn a base copy of itself. Ooh, art list.
Give me a time.
Works for me. Do we want stray bombers? Yeah, let's take the strays out. Let's get rid of you. We've got 3 turns to wait. Do you need to be on the battlefield? If in hand decals... Yeah, we don't need to. We can just move these guys. Just to make him stronger. I thought it was when... If in hand decal battlefield strengthens south by 1 whenever enemy... Oh, enemy! Of course, enemy, not ally. Well, let's just make some more space.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Give you a bunch of armor. That works. We'll wait 2 turns. That should be enough. Let's use this. Ideal, right, okay. We'll pull back the... That, because that's a lot of brute damage. We'll use Maeve's ability, and then the Arbalist will do a bit more damage as well. And then we can play one more card and we're going to run out of space. I mean, can you kill one of these little guys, please? They'll give me some more space to play around with.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
Yep, that's all I can do. Again, I think we've got like too many cards. Well, we can draw too many, and it's meaning we run out of space very quickly. It's not like the early versions of Gwent when you have 3 roads to stack out. We finally arrived. The place was crawling with critters, but we dealt with them in no time. The shanties are run down, but they'll be as good as new before long. Just a damn pity there's no game in the forest either way. I've got a good feeling. 6th time a charm. So, since we got rid of the wraiths, does that mean it's solved all the their problems? Got a point of interest, and we got another point of interest. Okay, well, we'll move across the bridge and find out what's over there. And then, like I said, we'll probably take our break and go grab ourselves a cup of coffee. And then we will move on to the second game for the day, which is... okay, Rock Fiends. Okay, we will leave it there. And we're walking straight into a fight. It's almost 4:30. Time for more coffee, I think. So I think we can, save and exit to main. So we will jump back, and then we'll be moving on to something called Iris Fall, which came out today, I think it was. So yeah, let me shove a marker in so I can remember where we're archiving this lot.